good morning, good morning, YouTube viewers. Good morning, Facebook Nation. Good morning to all people, all colors, all races, all languages around the world. Good morning, and have the most beautiful day. And for whatever goals that you have set forth for yourself on this day, may those goals come to fruition as long as they benefit all of humanity. So let's get started. With the new year, as I said before, I have a playlist. And in that playlist, there's things that everything that is said applies even to today. It'll apply even to next year, the year prior. Just as there's things that others have said, which we read 20 years ago. So these things all apply in our present day. So this is why, as I said many times, that this isn't about likes, this isn't about validation, this isn't about building a following, because like I said, the best leaders in this world are you. You're your own best leader. But being that leader, there are certain requirements that come with being a leader. And we're going to discuss one of those qualities of a leader today. We think of a leader and we think of someone who has to be strong, powerful, and really, if we look at the leaders that we look up to, most of them were deceptive. Most of them were hateful people, and the leaders that I choose to, look up to are, leaders that, they benefited humanity. They did things to, not only for their own people, but they did things for people all around the world, and in that I stand with, those leaders of yesterday. So today we're going to talk about a different leader, and it had to do with, today, going out like I still continue to do, and I'll do it until the day I die, is greet people, not just people of my own race, but people of all races, because, hate, deceit, and all these different attributes that people display, these are all taught and learned behaviors. So, a lot of people that I encounter, they never get to hear or understand, what another goes through, or what other races go through, or what other cultures go through. So in this, I not only am an example of it, I get to reach out, and, a lot of that I've done, sometimes you go into a day and you get reminded of it. So I was, I said I didn't want to come out with a, topic and talk. I wanted to write something in a poetic form, to explain what I felt and how I felt and why I continue to do what I do. But I do it because it's in me. Earlier today, I was out and I was talking to, a few people, greeting as I do, good morning, how you doing, have the most wonderful day. And a woman was coming up to me, and I'm not going to say names, but a woman came up to me, and as she's walking, she's like smiling, and I see this smile getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And see, I'm smiling because I enjoy those things. When I see that I made someone happy, or, was positive and gave positive energy, I'm happy about that, because this is what we need to do as a world for one another. And I recognized her, and I hadn't seen her in, I'd say, about a year and a half. And she's like, "Oh, Dennis," she's like, "my grandson." Don't get it twisted. Her grandson is, I believe he's 17 or 18 now. When I first met him, I think he was 17. Yeah, he's 17, so he should be 18 or 19 now. I think he's in college. So, he used to walk with his grandmother, and they used to walk the trail. And every morning I would talk to her, because she would, she would have her weights, and she would be just going, just flying. And she hurt her ankle. And when she hurt her ankle, she was like, the last time I saw her, she said, "Dennis, I can't come here," she said, "because I have to walk on a track because of her ankle." So, it took a year and a half for her ankle to get better. Now she's back out on that trail. So the first thing she says to me, she's like, "How are you doing?" She's like, "God bless you." And I was like, "Yeah, same for you." And she's like, Brandon, he's always asking about you. He's like, "Where's that nice guy? Have you seen that nice guy since you've been back?" Because he's in school now. So she had said no. And I said to her, I said, "Tell Brandon when you see him that I got the 411, and I made a beeline down here just so I could see her." And she's smiling. But I always tell, not just, I tell everyone, whether it's man or woman, I say that, if you have love is what makes you younger. Love keeps you younger. And the reason that I didn't recognize her as she was coming towards me was because she looked so young. And I was like, I said, I didn't recognize you because you look so young. And she's like, oh, you know, like almost like what I said in my video before, where, you know, when you say things like that, oh, you know, you're just saying that just to say it. No, I'm a person who does not say things just to say them. That's just not my MO. I've never been like that. And if I don't mean it, and the people that know me, I don't say things that I don't mean. So, you know, I can understand, you know, why she said it, but I was like, no, I reassured her, no. I said, you look so much younger. And I said, you were moving, excuse me, moving so much faster. And she's like, oh, thank you, thank you. So I was like, excuse me. So I was like, I said, I don't want to keep you, I don't want to keep you, you know, on your workout. You know, it's just good to, you know, talk to you. I said, now we got all the time in the world. I said, because now I'm going to make it a point that I'm coming down here, I'm coming to see you. I said, because you're just as much a positive influence on me as I've been, you know, towards you. So that's how it works. You know, no one is to take credit for, you know, anything that happens to another person. We all are connected to one another. So therefore, the energy is always shared mutually. So I came up with, and it took a day because it's nighttime right now, and I said I just want things to come to me, and if it's meant to be, if it's meant to come to me, then it will come, excuse me. So today I entitled this, Positive Energy is Love, and I hope that all of you can get something from this. Positive energy is love. There exists an unspoken sadness, one which permeates this world, where change is non-existence, because so many have misinterpreted this one word. Whether it is I want, I need, or I deserve, manipulation, deception, or a lie, the very tools most of us use every day to get by. Yet behind every door and away from prying eyes exists an emptiness which no amount of money, nor luxury, nor status can hide. This is the reality, no matter your race, your age, or sex, because this behavior has been passed down through generations, something we all must face. The word is love, to care, to have compassion, to want what's good for all, to be loved, to give love without expectation, knowing real love conquers all. I am one to take my stance, to believe, to become an example of what I believe, no matter if I am alone or on a planet unwilling to conceive. Love is possible because love is in me. I choose love before selfishness, greed, or hate. To wake up and see the beauty of a beautiful sunrise, looking for what's good, for what's best, for all in each day. At night, no sadness, no regrets, because love doesn't allow anything to get in your way. So, you know, this poem works with depression, it works with uncertainty, it works with so many different things that we go in our lives. And what I want to leave you with, because this is a quick video, is that people can do things to us. And they do things to bring us down, they bring us to stress us, but every day we have to get up and we have to believe. And if we believe and we have love within ourselves, then this is the thing that's under attack. Because by making us not love what's around us and what we see, and not to have hope and not to, you know, go forward with love, then we become like everything else. And we carry all that burden to sleep with us. We carry it throughout our day. And, you know, it took me years to realize this. But now I take my time, and, you know, I work with what's good for me and what's good around me. And the same thing will happen with each and every one of you. You know, the more that you find the love within yourselves and you harness that love within yourself, then everything changes around you. The people, relationships that you might have, how you interact with people, all those things will change because you now know what you want, and I'm at an age, where I wish I would have known this, had this back then. But then again, I believed in everything that was outside of me. I listened to everything that was outside of me and didn't come to the realization that everything that I was searching for was already inside of me. And I think that that's what the world is holding back and is oppressing from each and every one of us. And to go back to the woman that's on that trail, the fact that, when you factor in her age, she could have just given up and, said, well, I can't go on and walk anymore like I want to. But no, she went and she rehabilitated herself. Because I remember the day when, she had hurt I didn't see when she hurt her ankle. I knew when she hurt her ankle. And she told me that she was going to do the rehabilitation on her own. That they wanted her to do one thing, but, she felt good enough to do something else. And the results, I think she, not only is she better, she's better internally. And because she was better internally, she was better physically. So, let that be, something that we can all walk with. That, when we believe in ourselves and we push that positive energy out into the world, even though we might not receive that positive energy back, remember, that strengthens you as an individual, and that's what's important. And I just want to say, you know, big ups. That really made me happy. That was the most happy point today for me in my day, and I wanted to put something out there about, just the fact of seeing someone. And then after a year and a half to encounter the person again, it's always a beautiful thing to see that, each time, we get better. So let's all get better together, and it starts with you and I and everyone else around us. So let's try love instead of the opposite. So with that, everyone, men, women, children around the world, no matter what language, no matter what color, no matter where you are and who you are, may you have the most beautiful day. And with that, everyone, peace.